I bet.
So like, I mean, what do you
You
use
about
to?
to hit record,
We're
bro.
recording right now, but what do you use for your videos?
To edit or
Record and edit, yeah.
so I film off my phone majority of the time. Like YouTube, it varies because I have videographers that shoot for me. And then I also have my own camera for like my own personal videos where I'm like sitting talking to the audience. But as far as like TikTok and Instagram go, yeah, just my phone, bro, and I record audio stream with this mic. Um,
Yeah.
Using this mic, I sync it up and edit in Premiere.
When did you get the luxury? Because it is a luxury to have a videographer, but when did you get the luxury to have that?
So when I was contracting videographers from the start, like I was like paying them out of pocket before I was making even money with this. So I got a video where I interviewed Flip De Niro like almost no, probably over 2 years ago now. And I hired my first videographer. He was dope. Don't like mad love to him. That's Matt Padilla. Shout out to him. And then there was a video. I manage an artist, and a videographer offered to shoot his music video for free. And I was like, bet, come out to LA with me. I'll pay your stay. Like, you don't have to worry about a place to stay. I will get you a place to stay. Like, feel free to come through and just shoot for me. And he came. We shot the vlog. We got interviews still in the vault. He's goated, bro. He's a good dude.
Do you manage right now? Anyone?
I manage my artist. Yeah, Zuli.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Zuli, Zouli.
When did you get into managing?
So funny story. I tried managing mad artists before. I managed another artist like back in 2017 or something, and he's still my homie. Like we're still mad cool. I just don't manage him anymore.
Yeah.
But I started off managing him. And I booked him a couple shows. Like we got him opening for Chris Levy and Dax, and he really opened the
Oh,
door for
Dax.
me, like doing industry stuff. And then I tried picking up other clients, and everyone was ducking me, bro. Like people that are begging me to be their manager now were dubbing me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And then this artist, Zuli, I had found his music on like SoundCloud, bro. And I've known Zuli personally for like at least like 6, 7 years. But I found his music on SoundCloud, and he never put his face associated with the music, so I
Oh
didn't
man.
know him. And one day we just like his friends kind of exposed it to me. And I had his music on rotation. There was like one song that he had that was going crazy, and I had it on rotation like nonstop. Everybody in my community knew it, but nobody knew it was him. So yeah, like I got into managing a year ago because my stuff was starting to move on TikTok, and he saw value in me. So I was like, I would love to pick you up as a client. Like your music is hard, and from there it was up.
Yeah. What roles do you do for him? Like, what duties do you do? What do you help him with as a manager?
Bro, I go hard. Like I I go way beyond the extent of a normal manager because like I have a platform, right? So
Yeah.
I use my platform to really push him. Like if you look at my pin video on TikTok, it's a video of him or a video about him rather. I get him cosigns from hella artists. Like he's been co-signed by the activist, 2K baby, Young Pinch, uh, mad people, bro. Mad LB Spiffy, hella people have co-signed him. And then beyond that, I also I get him like write ups, like a lot of blog looks because I'm cool with a lot of the curators for different blogs. So we got him on Lyrical Lemonade, Daily Chiefers, Rap Nation. We got him on a bunch. So yeah, I really just shoot my shot at it. I do everything for him.
Isn't Uno the activist Playboy Cardi's cousin?
So they're not blood cousins.
Oh,
They
okay.
actually had fallen out, but yeah, they had like they came up together.
Because there was that whole like the 2014 to 2017 Atlanta scene, dude. That's
Yeah,
probably where they all like. That scene was special because you saw a lot of artists that are now huge. A lot of them would move from like their hometown just to go to Atlanta to meet people. So, for instance, Jack Harlow from Louisville, Kentucky, moved to Atlanta, met Dia Drama there, and Trippie Redd from Ohio moved there. You know what I'm talking about? Like
I know what
that's
you're talking about.
it's so
I know what you're talking
interesting.
about.
Like what scene are you a part of? Like where you're
I'm
from?
Canadian. Like physically, what scene am I a part of, or like who am I cool with?
Where you physically at all the time? You know what I'm saying? To do press.
So I only got like buzz that I have and got cool with these artists over COVID. So I wasn't anywhere other than my hometown, which is Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
Um, but as of recently, like since this past summer, I've been hitting LA, New York, Toronto. I'm going back to LA in like a week and a half. Yeah, I just been all around, but Montreal, Canada, that's like where I stay.
So as a press person, I have the experience of going to like a rapper's dusty ass crib to interview them. When was the first time you ever got out of your house to go to someone's area or like a press event? What was the first time you ever got out to get and meet a rapper to interview them?
Like that was it was pre-planned and stuff.
Yes, first time or first time you ever like physically interviewed a rapper.
First time I ever physically interviewed a rapper was Flip De Niro. So Flip had been in the club. So he had like an event booked in my city with Jay Critch, and like basically what had happened was they canceled. Like I don't know what happened, but the show got canceled, and then they moved Flip alone, like not with Critch, to a club appearance. So my plan, bro, I was gonna get faded as hell at the club, get the confidence to walk up to Flip De Niro and be like, "Yo, it's good. Let me get an interview." I also work at a very large media company called Hip Hop DX, which is separate from like my personal platform.
I've heard of that actually. Oh shit.
Yeah, I work there. I do like some video editing and I help out with their TikTok over there. So I went up to his table and I was like, "Yo, what's good? Like, I work at Hip Hop DX." So basically, the way I framed it was like, I work at Hip Hop DX. I also have my other platform. Can we get an interview? And I chopped it up with his people for a little bit, and like they were hesitant because he had a flight the next morning at like 8 a.m. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I paid for it. I paid for the interview with him.
Yeah.
So I paid him. He reacted to Montreal artists though, so I put it on for my city. So I felt as though it was a smart investment, and to this day, it's still a great investment for me. But yeah, so I paid him, and at the airport the next morning, like literally like 4 hours later, because we were in the club at like 2, so at like 6 in the morning at the airport, I pulled up on him with my videographer and my partner, and we ran the interview and had him react to local artists. It was dope.
Yeah, like if I were to give advice to any like up and coming media personalities, don't pay for every interview you do, but if there's that one person that you've been dying to like interview, do it real quick. Don't do it all the time. Like once every 5 months, pay for someone to do an interview. You know what I mean? Like if there's, it really depends.
I wouldn't advise anyone to pay for it. The reason why I don't regret it now is because Flip like ended up reaching back out. Like me and him got cool. I did some marketing stuff for him. I saw a big return on investment, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I helped him with his marketing like 6 or 8 months later. Like it just became full circle because I made a TikTok about it and it went viral. So like everything kind of just pieced together properly, you know?
Yeah. Let's go to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning of everything. At what age did you get into rap music first?
Rap music, just being interested in it?
Yeah.
Like probably like 9 or 10 years old.
What was that first album or song that you became infatuated with?
Okay. First album or song I became infatuated with was like some Chris Webby, Mac Miller shit, but like when they were doing frat rap. And then like my brother was kind of like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like smack that shit out of my hand, you know?
Your brother is a good lad.
Yeah, he is a good lad. I would not be where I'm at without him. So he smacked that shit out of my hand. He was like, "Bro, listen to this," and he put me on to Get Rich or Die Trying, and then I never looked back. Like I started listening to Mac Miller later on when he kind of like shifted lanes, but I never looked back at no Sammy Adams, Chris Webby, Asher Roth type vibe, you know?
Asher Roth.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, man, that like 2009 era. That I'd say what I first got into is like probably like a Millie or Lil Wayne, old Young Money shit, like fucking Bedrock. I remember. Do you remember? Did you probably got into rap at the same time as this shit was on TV? You had to go to the TV channel that played music videos to watch music videos. What was your favorite music video from back then?
Oh damn! Does it have to be hip hop strictly, or it could be anything?
Anything.
Bro, Sean Kingston had this video for his song called Face Drop where like he turned. I was a chubby kid growing up too, so it was all about he was like there was a girl who ducked him, and he had like a line where he was like saying now that I look fat and if I was thinner, and I was like, bro, that hits so hard to the bar. Plus the fact that he was like an animated cartoon, I loved it. That was my favorite thing ever.
For Sean Kingston, bro, like. What I just love that old like sound of production, the Red One production, like because he shared a lot of producers that Lady Gaga worked with. I love that shit. Like, were you a fan of like Lady Gaga and like Perry and all of them?
Like the band Perry?
Katy Perry.
Oh, Katy Perry. Okay, I was just like, whoa.
What is Perry? What is the Perry band? What is that?
They're going crazy right now. They got like a something that was, I think there was like a drill sample or something. I could be wrong, but there's something going on TikTok from them. I don't
Spell it.
know
Spell it.
the band
Yeah.
Perry, Perry.
Perry. I'll band. I'll look into that. Oh shit. They look like some Hogwarts type people.
They,
What the
I never
fuck?
even seen them. That's dumb funny.
Yeah, they British, yo. Anything British is just reminds me of Hogwarts and shit.
Yeah, I don't
Anyways,
know how it works.
anyways. What music that you listen to would people be like surprised that you listen to that shit? Because I know everybody's thinking you're listening to all the music that you post about, but like for real, like, what's the shit that you really listen to that people will be like?
Like I'll be listening to everything I post for sure. Like that's not like fake. None of that is
I'm not
fake.
saying
But
it's fake. I'm saying like beyond that. Like, what's the shit that you're like you think people would be surprised that you listen to in general?
there's a bunch, bro. It's a wide range. Like I'm a huge fan of like alternative with roots in hip hop. So like the best example that I could say is like 347 Aiden. He's just like right now he's my favorite artist. Like he's really something else. He reminds me of when I first found X. Like I really really love 347 Aiden. But I also like in terms of like doing like out of pocket, something that's really not something that people would expect. Uzi did a feature for this country singer named the Kid G, and I've just been hooked since Uzi. Like I found him off Uzi, and then I just listened to all of his music, and it's country, which I hate normally, but this dude is crazy. He's fire.
Yeah. When'd you get into Uzi?
To be straight with you, I was not an Uzi fan until I had listened to Eternal Take. I hated Eternal Take when it first dropped, and it's because it wasn't even because of the music. It was because of like it came out the day that we heard the announcement. Yo, everybody go home. Like no more parties, no more events. So I'm just listening to Eternal Take while I'm supposed to be like, because all my friends had been in university first year that year. So I was going to all these university parties, and there was like a week like it was science games. So like you go party and turn up with everybody who's in sciences. And day like 2 or day 3, we get an announcement being like, yo, yeah, we're calling it. Like there's real restrictions on this
So like the
stuff.
time of your life
And
impacted your opinion of the music?
exactly. Like I revisited it and I was like, oh, this is hard.
Where yeah, like I first listened to it. I was like at lunch, and I was like walking around the school, like looking for places where data was to listen to it. Like so I was like putting my phone up and walking down a bunch of random hallways, and people were looking at me like I'm stupid. And then I was just like listening to it, but like I loved it. I loved that album, but like I was listening to Uzi in like 2014 and shit when he made songs with a Philly, because I'm near Philly, I'm from Delaware, and he did a song with a Philly artist named Core, and there's a song called Hella Bitches. I'm gonna send you the link to that. You can be like, whoa, this shit's different. But
Yeah, send it over.
yeah. So let's get into some different topics. What's a hugely unoriginal artist that you enjoy and like?
Unoriginal, like someone who just like is like by the book, like they do everything that everybody else does.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't want to rip on an artist and call them unoriginal, but I like their music, so I guess it's like a backhanded compliment. Damn, bro, someone who's unoriginal that I enjoy their music.
I'm trying to
Lil
challenge you.
TJ.
Lil TJ, yeah, there we go. Thank you, bro. That's
TJ, yeah. I think he like I
he's
don't
good.
know, bro, because he's fire.
Yeah.
Because like he sounds like A Boogie, he sounds like J.I. Like they all got the same sound, but you know what I mean? Like A Boogie's original because he's like the pioneer of that, or I guess he got speaker knockers before A Boogie, but A Boogie's like really like one of the pioneers of that sound. And Lil TJ kind of just came and like jagged his style. And like, don't get me wrong, I got love for TJ. TJ's hard, super fire, but like he's not original. You feel like he's not at all original.
You know what? I'm gonna make a good comparison that I think you'd agree with. Speaker Knockers is like the Van Gogh of rap because he didn't get any appreciation until after he died. Like for real, like
Melodic rap, not a rap.
melodic rap. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be clear on it. You know what I mean?
Who do you think's the Van Gogh of rap in general?
Damn.
He had to have died very early in their career though, and get appreciated afterwards, because that's the main point I'm stressing. If you get what I'm saying?
I get where you're coming from. Like you're talking about like any artist who died earlier in their career and appreciated after. Or you're talking about like OG, the pioneer of it.
OG, whatever you want to.
Yeah, I don't listen to like old school like boom bap like pre-90s. I will not know any rappers, so I won't be able to answer the question of like who kind of pioneered the wave. But in terms of dying before like they got the love they deserve, Peep, and that's for a whole genre. He's kind of Van Gogh of emo rap, bro.
Yeah, and I'm proud to have like interviewed people that he's worked with, bro, and like they really, like he knew what he was doing, man. But like the whole scene that he was a part of is so, like that scene, bro, that LA 2016 2015 scene. It's just so rooted around like Sesh Holler Water Boys and like all of the Schema Posse. Like that scene for him was just so interesting. Like all the people, like I'm saying like there's Peep, and then there's a whole rabbit hole of people that he's worked with that's so fun to dive into, like Tracy and Bexy and all of them. Like even Juice WRLD himself DM'd Bexy, and then Bexy didn't respond to it until like didn't look at it until like 2 years after he died or some shit.
That's crazy. Wait, who else you interviewed that worked with Peep?
I interviewed Cold Blooded and Dank Sinatra, just people from Schema Posse that his old music group and stuff like that.
That's fire. That's fire. Yo, after this, because if you're gonna send me links to like the Uzi shit, I gotta put you onto one of Peep's old producers named Ronan, who makes like music like Peep, like in that emo rap lane now.
So he's moved on
like
and shit.
Favorite.
Yeah.
You said what?
So he's like moved on to make his own music and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He makes his own music now. He's fire.
Send me links, bro. Send me links.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's a good fucking answer, dude. Yes, Peep is the Van Gogh of like alternative rap.
Yeah.
For real. But now, and I want to challenge you, since you just said you don't listen to boom bap or 90s shit. What song or album before 2000 do you enjoy?
Multiple or just one?
Multiple.
Illmatic. Get Rich or Die Trying is my favorite of all time, but I think that's like 2003. Marshall Mathers LP. Let me think. Pre 2000. Damn, bro. The Jay-Z album is the Black Print or the Blueprint?
The Blueprint. I think that's 2000, but it's whatever. Like
no, he also has the Black album.
That's the Black album. Black
album. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Black album. Damn, bro. I wasn't really like when I was listening to that. I was kind of like I was a youngin', like I was a jit, bro. Like I was like 11, 12 years old when I was bumping that because my older brother was trying to put me on game. So I don't really. That's kind of the extent of my not the extent of my knowledge, but definitely the extent of what I'm interested in from that time period. You know.
What's your brother's favorite album?
All time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably be some Eminem shit though, because that's his favorite artist ever.
What's an artist that your brother is a fan of that you would want to interview?
Someone other than Eminem, because Eminem, anyone would want to. I don't know who wouldn't want to interview Eminem. Other than Eminem, someone that my brother is. Someone realistic would be Wiley from Atlanta. He's fire. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's
Wale really or Wiley.
Wiley.
Spell that.
Wiley from Atlanta. Like he was on Eminem has an artist named Grip. He was on Grip's album. He was on he's been doing his thing for a minute, and like my brother put me onto him. Like he's underground, bro, like under 10K on Instagram, but he has the blue check. Super fire artist, like really, really good. So I think it's realistic for me to do. But if we're talking a little bit bigger, like people that are not impossible, but people that are better known that my brother, you know, has kind of put me onto, I would say like my brother's a fan of it. I would say Deontay Hitchcock. That I could do for sure.
Damn. I don't know who that is, but
he's like a lyrical, spiritual miracle kind of rapper, but he's like spiritual not corny with miracle.
It. Bro, I remember, I'm about to shit on someone who you did I'm about to shit on someone, I don't know if you interviewed Dax, but you had something tied up with him, like where you set up a show for someone with, but the Dax posted the 10-minute freestyle or some shit, and a bunch of comments were like, don't care, or some shit.
Yeah, he's, Dax is weird.
I love like, Dax though, but he's pretty weird, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, he's a weird dude, because like, I met Dax, like, I don't know, like, probably like 4 years ago now. I don't know how long ago it was, but I got locked in with his manager, and her and I are still cool. I got a lot of love for her. Dax though, and his team, other than her, they like when I met him, and I said this in a TikTok that I made a long time ago. Basically, I had gone up and I got a homie who makes YouTube videos. He was really bumping like in 2017. He like is a hip hop YouTuber, and he covered the whole like Dax, Tory Lanez. Like this was right after that had happened. So Dax had followed him on Instagram, and they had like a couple conversations, and my boy, like I told him, yo, I'm probably gonna meet Dax tonight. Like, let me get you a clip of Dax shouting you out so that you could get, you know, something for your YouTube intros and all that. And Dax did it no problem. And this is back when I didn't know no rappers that were popping. So I was like, yo, like you did it for his channel. You think you could do it for me? And I pulled out my phone again out of my pocket, and bro, his security guard came and snatched that shit so quick. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, nah, bro, you can't. And I was like, bro, like I bet, like I don't
Oh
care. Like,
man.
yeah. So since then, like Dax kind of like lost me as a fan because he wasn't defending me or nothing. Like his security guard was just being an asshole for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, damn, these security guards, they be fucking. They either
Yeah,
do
he was
too
being an
much or they
asshole.
do nothing. It's one or the other. They
Yeah.
either do too much or they do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, I forget who the artist was, but somebody went on stage when someone was performing and just took the mic and started performing. Who was that? That was just a couple
Oh,
weeks
that
ago.
was Pop Hunter. I seen that. Yeah.
That shit was funny, and those security guards did nothing. They were probably
Yeah, bro.
laughing.
That was a Rolling Loud in New York. I was there. Like that was
You
dumb
were there?
funny. Yeah, yeah.
Is that where you just did a couple of your other interviews that were just posted up at? Is that I don't know what interview. Did you do any interviews when you went there, or was that just for fun?
No, it wasn't just for fun. I did get content in, but I lost my phone and like the way my camera
Oh
works,
gosh.
because I didn't move with a videographer. I was moving with like another large platform for my city. So we were out there. We linked up with first day. We linked up with Arsonist. He's like a really really cool dude. He's like a legend producer. He produced for like Dipset. He produced for like Cameron. Really really classic OG producer. So we went to his studio. Then the first day that we were there, like first day of Rolling Loud, because the first day we were there was the day before Rolling Loud. So first day of Rolling Loud, I ended up not going to Rolling Loud because I work for Hip Hop DX and they had me come into the office. So
Yeah.
I conducted an interview with Fat Nick
Oh
for them.
shit! No way. Fucking
Yeah, I
Fat
interviewed
Nick.
Fat Nick. Yeah.
Oh shit. Ooh, is this on the website? Like, is this out? Like, where is this?
I don't know if they dropped it yet. They said they were gonna drop it around the time his album released, but I did interview Fat Nick while I was there. We got some
I'm a
TikTok stuff and
huge
pictures,
fan.
but I lost my phone, so I don't have any of my stuff. Like you'll hear my voice in the interview though for sure. Um,
That's
so I
fucking
interviewed
awesome.
him, and I met like some cool people that came through to the office. So like IVJ, who's like a really up and coming singer. She's dope. She's fire. She came through to the office. We met. I got her manager's number, who's also Fetty Wap's manager. So I like hopefully I'll lock the Fetty interview when he comes to my city. Um, and then they had some more people like Duke Deuce and Stunna Gambino roll through. So we got some cool shit in that first day. And then that night, I went first to a Don Q video shoot. Me and Don Q chopped it up a little bit. He was mad cool. Got locked in with some people from High Bridge. We didn't do any videos or interviews, but we're posted at the video shoot, so we got like some content there, like vlog kind of stuff. And then we went to Ron Suno's studio session in Queens, which is like hella far from where we're at. But we pulled up on Ron Suno, him and his artist Siri De Niro. We did like a little TikTok interview, like you'll see it there. But I've already interviewed Ron Suno before that, so I didn't need to get like another sit down with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of Fat Nick and Puya, and I'm about to go to a Puya show in San Francisco. But I gotta
Oh, that's
ask,
fire.
yeah, I gotta ask though, like, how did you link up with Hip Hop DX? How did you get a job there? Like, that's a big
Oh, bro, like this is like my whole
thing.
career story if we go into that, but I'll try and like keep it light. So basically, back in like 2016, maybe 2017, I had just finished high school and I went to something in my basically high school out here finishes in grade 11. And then like your grade 12, you go to this thing called CEGEP in my province of Quebec, in my province of Canada, sorry. So you go to CEGEP for 2 to 3 years, depending on what your program is. And in my first year of CEGEP, I was really dying to be in the music industry, like professionally, like working, getting money, whatever. So I had followed every artist manager I could find. And I ended up interning for this small artist who was small back in 2017 named Polo G. And around the time when Polo was like starting to buzz, like Finer Things had just dropped, I started interning for him and he drops Pop Out. And I'm like, bet. He dropped Pop Out. I'm
What do you
like,
mean
bet. You know what I
intern
mean?
for him?
So I was like editing videos. They're still up on his little sister's YouTube channel. I edited videos for his little sister. I was booking flights for him. I was
So you know,
helping a
so
lot
you
with.
met him, like you knew him.
We had spoken once on FaceTime for a quick minute. I did not know because I'm in Canada, right? So I
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, you were
He
on
was
his
like,
team more so. Like
yeah,
that's cool.
exactly. I
That's
was on
still
his
cool
team,
to
and me and
like.
his assistant manager locked like this, bro. We were locked. So I had helped build a couple of his artists. I was there when like when they had just signed Scory, like they were telling, like I made Scory's first ever like PR sheet. Like I was doing a lot of stuff for Polo's team. Got locked in with like all of his artists other than Young Live because he was locked up when I started working for him. And then I was like, cool, I got this internship. Let me keep running it. And sent mad other emails, DMs, etc. Ended up locking in with this dude who was working at the time. You know the Before They Were Famous YouTube channel? Yeah.
I've
I
been
think you all
watching
follow
them
them.
since I was a jit, yo.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
my
They're fire. They're
god,
super
I
fire.
love
So
them.
I did an internship with a dude who was working there because he was covering primarily rappers. Like I'd seen him do Trippie Redd, Playboy Cardi, whatever. He was the dude on screen for all these. So I had interned for him at Before They Were Famous, and I was like helping with research. I think I was doing script writing. I honestly don't remember. And then he called me one day and he's like, "Yo, I'm actually leaving my position, or not leaving my position. I'm gonna be more focused on working with Hip Hop DX." And I was like, okay, what does that mean for me? He's like, well, you want to come intern for me over there? And I was like, yep. And brought me over there as an intern. Again, script writing, research, et cetera, et cetera. And then one day they had an interview with like a not very high profile artist. I'm just going to keep his name a little censored. Um, they had an interview with him and no one had time to edit it. I had horrible video editing skills at the time. Like I was working on, I think I might even have that old laptop here somewhere, but I was working on like a 2002 like HP computer. It sucked. And they were like, yo, we have no editors. Like, can you edit this? And I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I bullshit it, bro. Like it looked awful. They didn't end up putting it out, but I got paid for it. And since then I was like on their payroll. So like I just kept getting interviews to edit. So like my second one I ever edited for them was like Cowboy, and then I did Fredo Bang, and I did like
I fuck with Cowboy and
yeah,
Fredo.
Cowboy's hard. Cowboy's hard. I did him, Fredo Bang. I did a bunch of them for them. So and then I continued working for them. They saw me go up on my personal TikTok or on the one track TikTok, sorry. And then they were like, all right, cool. We need somebody to make TikTok stuff for us. Can you help us with that too? Boom, leveled up, started doing TikTok work for them. And then, I just conducted my first interview for them with Fat Nick. And yeah, now it's up.
And it's like the first time you ever get paid for like a creative endeavor, bro. It's special, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? And for me, like the first person who ever paid me for a creative endeavor in relation to music journalism, I've stuck with this person by their side, respected them, done a lot of free work for them just because, it's a very special thing, and it seems like your relationship with Hip Hop DX is pretty special.
Yeah, my like the dude who I was interning for, like he's still like my mentor. Like that's still my brother. Like that's literally like I talk a lot about my brother, like my actual blood brother. Like I always say they're so similar because like he's literally like an older brother to me. Like he takes care of me.
That's good. That's what's up. And I want to ask though, like, when you ask questions to an artist, like, what's the main approach that you take when you think of questions or write down questions? Like, what do you look into? What's the process like?
Ask them something that never been asked before. Watch all their interviews, make sure that like it's never been asked. It could have been hinted at. I do my research. I find like for example, I'm trying to think off the top. Cash Dami has said in like 2 or 3 interviews that his dad was an artist manager before he passed. And has never said what artist he managed. So like I would ask that for sure. You know what I mean? If I ever had a Cash Dami interview.
Mm. What, do you have one set up or something? Is that what you're mentioning?
Nah, so it's crazy. Me and Dami, we have like a bit of a relationship. Like I made a Sofago documentary that went crazy on YouTube, and then I did like another like couple 100K on TikTok. I posted like a trailer for it on TikTok, I guess you could say, and it did like 120,000 views or something like that. And when I had done that, I got such a positive response that I posted on my story. I was like, who do you guys want to see me do next? Cash Dami or Baby Santana? Because like they both got like crazy fan bases, and I would love to like, explore their stories. And Dami replied to my story, and he's like, yo, I fuck with your videos. And I was like, bro, like that's hard. Like I actually rock with you. Like you're one of my favorite artists right now. And he's like, yeah, appreciate that, bro. Like if you have any questions for me, let me know. So I had a week where I just like wrote down questions for Cash Dami. Like we have DMs of him answering all of them, and I'm still working on that documentary. But when I was in LA, me and Uno, the activist manager, like that's Uno's manager is like my day one. Like I've been knowing him since I was like 13. And Dami was in LA and Uno was in LA. So I was like, yo, scratch the documentary. what if I sat down with both of them and got to compare like old school SoundCloud versus new school SoundCloud, you know? And me and Dami had linked up at a Glaive show on accident, bro. Like I didn't even know. I saw that he had posted that he was gonna be there, but I didn't know that he was like I didn't know where he was gonna be at. You know what I mean? It's a whole show, and I pulled up on him, and we had chopped it up, and I was like, "Yo, like let's get it with Uno." And he's like, "Bet," and then I hit Uno, and Uno was like, "Bet," and it just the timing never worked out. Like Dami went back to I think it was like DC or to I don't know where he went. He either went to Maryland or Vegas. I can't remember. And Uno was like about it, but Dami wasn't there, so I wasn't about to do just a repeat interview with Uno. You know what I mean? But me and Dami have a history. He's a good dude.
That's nice. That's nice. I want to ask like a more personal question. Like, what do your friends and family think of what you do creatively?
I used to get ripped on, bro. I used to get ripped on, bro. I used to get ripped on so hard, and like, and so recently, my family also didn't really believe in me like that. Like, my brothers for sure, but my parents know, my grandparents know, like, no one in my family, like, even my like cousins and uncles and all that stuff, they were like, nah, like, go a traditional route, like, be a video editor if you want, but don't pursue like the creation of content. And I was like, nah, like, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna shoot my shot, and like, as of recently, bro, like, everything's been happening so fast within the past like month or so, like even today, bro, like I got an Aiden Ross co-sign today. You know what I mean? So like off of all of that, my bad, sorry about that. Off of all that, like, you know, the reception has been good, but you know, Helly, bro, everybody in my community used to talk shit about me like when I was first coming up, like, yo, what is he doing? Why is he pursuing this? And you know, I've been progressively able to shut them up more and more.
Yeah. And I want to ask another more personal question. Like, what routine, health routine, work routine, keeps your mental health in check, keeps you from becoming an axe murderer, unless you already are?
um, I wish I had an answer to your question, but I don't. Like, I don't really have a routine that I necessarily fall into because I'm not.
It could
I'm
be
somebody
working
who,
out.
like, I used to be working out heavy. I'm not really on that anymore. I To be fully straight with you, bro, like as the workload got heavier, I was saying like, yo, I gotta balance the two. Like working out really helps me keep my mental health in check and all that. But bro, school started back up. Like so basically like last semester, sorry. Half of my semester was like an internship, but I was interning for Alamo Records, so it was still music shit. Like I was chilling. So I was able to like be in really good shape, all that stuff, and then this semester hit, bro, and I have no time to do anything other than school and editing. Like it's one or the other and nothing else. So,
Yeah.
haven't really had much of a routine lately.
What time do you wake up?
Varies, bro. Like I'm gonna say like
Yeah,
probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
I feel you. Yeah. I miss
Yeah.
waking. I miss having the time to wake up at like 5 or 6. Like I miss
I'm
that
sleeping
shit.
at that time.
Do you not miss that?
Yeah.
You don't miss that. You don't miss waking up at 5. I mean, have you ever done that before? Like woken up real early and shit.
For me, like real early was like 8, bro, because I'll be up until like 3. So like I'd be up grinding editing, and then I'd wake up the next morning at 8, like drive to the gym because everybody's like, I have a really chill school schedule, so I would drive to the gym, work out, do my thing, come home, edit for DX, edit for One Track, edit. I also work at Taylor Gang, so I'll throw some pictures to Taylor Gang, etc. You know,
Taylor Gang, is that a music group or a record label? Like what is it?
that's Wiz Khalifa's collective and record label.
Word. Who's on that?
Wiz Khalifa, Juicy J, Ty Dolla Sign, Currency, Chevy Woods.
Juicy
Yeah, there's
J.
that.
I interviewed Project Pat, so word.
Oh, that's what's up. That's fire. I think he signed to them as well.
Yeah. Project Pat's a nice lad. Real religious.
That's
Which I
fire.
can't hate.
He's religious?
Yeah. Even though he's feeding the streets. Anyways,
I don't know, bro. I thought he maybe switched it. I haven't seen Project Pat like on my screens. Like I never met Project Pat, but I have not seen him around in a minute. So I thought maybe he switched up. Did a little 180.
yeah, he still does like hardcore shit, but like he does more so like he still has similar flows. Like he just did I think he did a Vidolph tribute stuff. So I think his music's getting more meaningful, and you know what people don't even realize about the Knife Talk track is that's literally just an acapella from an old Project Pat song that's just put in as a sample in the beginning. It's
I
like
didn't even know that.
like it's been that song, like the literal lyrics come from 2000, and the song is basically just a tribute to that sound, because I mean all the new rap shit nowadays would not exist if it wasn't for Memphis. Memphis rap has you know how all the tracks now they're at like 160 BPM and they have the hi-hats. All that shit was being done in like the 80s in Memphis. Like if you look up DJ Spanish Fly, all the bass and the way that shit done, it's all been done before in Memphis by 3 6 Mafia, Juicy J, Project Pat. That's why and that's why I love the Knife Talk track, is because like the whole song is basically just a homage to like old Memphis rap.
To be honest, I wish I knew more about the history of that. That sounds interesting as hell. I'm gonna have to do some research after this.
Bro, I'll show you some of this shit right now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'll show you some of this shit right now.
Me on.
And I'm about to interview Tom Ski Mask from Memphis. What's a good Tom Ski Mask? He's an old Memphis rapper. But I'm gonna show you. All right, what's a Memphis rapper that you know of?
Other than Dolph?
Like old Memphis. Like, do you fuck with Juicy J? Do you want to hear some like old Juicy J?
Yeah, Juicy J. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna show you Gangsta Pat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm switching up on this shit. But Gangsta Pat.
Play it, bro. I'm down here.
I'll show you this shit right now. I don't care. It's a podcast. It's not like fucking. This is like a very good example of new sounding music, but it's made in like 1995, 1996 type of shit. This is Mo Murder by Gangsta Pat, and you're gonna be very surprised when you hear this shit. And the flows that people like, you know how the triple flow, people like, yeah, that shit. I'm gonna show you this shit. You don't hear it?
Nah.
It's all good.
I hear it better when you're away from the mic.
Okay, how about this? You hear it?
Nah.
It's whatever, bro. Well, I'll show you it afterwards. I'll just share the screen and shit.
After.
But nah, let's ask one more question, a couple more questions. What's the end goal of your creative endeavors?
It keeps kind of changing every day, but ultimately it kind of stays down at the same core value, which is being like capable of putting on for the upcoming artists. Like I really want to have that like Cole Bennett effect in which I can be the platform that helps break new artists. That's really what I want.
Cole Bennett effect, yeah. Well, who was the first sort of hip hop media like outlet that you loved watching growing up?
If we're talking growing up, like out here in Canada, we got Much Music, which is like MTV of Canada. Definitely Much Music. Like I was a big Much Music fan, and you know they showed some love like on TikTok, which is a huge moment for me. So I was watching Much Music. Hot New Hip Hop was also a big one for me. I
know Hot New Hip Hop, yeah.
They're fire. I still have the app on my phone. They're fire. Was there anything else growing up that I liked? I don't think there was anything else.
Yeah, that's what's up. I want to ask you a final question. What's like any plans or interviews that you want to announce that are not out, or any plans that you have coming up that you could talk about before we wrap this up, or shout outs?
Interviews that are not out. 2K Baby, Chevy Woods. We got another one with Young Pinch. We got in the vault still. We got Roy Woods. We got I'm trying to think. We got LB Spiffy. I don't know if that's gonna come out though. And then we got a special one. It's about King Von, one of his collaborators, talking about his experience. I'm not gonna say who because that's not public information yet. And then as far as plans, we just had a call with Columbia the other day, like yesterday evening, and they're setting some stuff up. I don't want to drop names because I don't want to get hopes up, but Columbia pitched some good potential interviews we might be doing. So just as a hint, one of the people we're supposed to interview, I'm not going to say it's confirmed because it's not confirmed, but Columbia put it out there. One of the people that we may be interviewing is going on tour with Lil Tecca, or is on tour with Lil Tecca.
I think I don't really know who you're talking about, but I'll tell you my prediction after we stop recording. But I'd like to thank you for coming on the show, and of course the link's in the description to check out your channel, your TikTok, and your Instagram. And thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate that, Brody. Appreciate you for having me.
All right, goodbye.